Why is Messi so wealthy, yet lives like an ordinary man? It is one of the biggest mysteries in the world of sports. Lionel Messi is officially a billionaire, with a staggering net worth that puts him among the richest human beings on the planet. He can buy private islands, fleets of supercars, and anything money can buy. Yet if you look closely at his daily life, he behaves like an ordinary middle-class family man. He doesn't chase attention. He doesn't wear massive diamond chains, and he avoids the flashy VIP lifestyle. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating double life of the football universe's quietest billionaire. To understand the sheer scale of this paradox, we first need to look at just how much money Lionel Messi actually has. Over his two-decade career, his earnings have been astronomical. Between his historic contracts at FC Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and his current massive deal with Inter Miami, Messi has taken home hundreds of millions in pure salary alone. When you add his lifetime endorsement deal with Adidas, alongside massive global brands like Pepsi, MasterCard, and Louis Vuitton, his financial power is undeniable. He also owns a highly profitable luxury hotel chain called Miami Hotels, alongside premium real estate in Spain, Argentina, and the United States. He is not just rich, he possesses generational wealth. When Messi first arrived in Florida to play for Inter Miami, the entire American media expected him to live like Hollywood royalty. They expected heavy security detail, closed-off restaurants, and unreachable luxury. Instead, just days after landing, regular American citizens were shocked to find Lionel Messi pushing a grocery cart at a local public supermarket. He wasn't wearing a tuxedo or expensive designer labels. He was with his family, picking up cereal and basic groceries like a regular dad on a Thursday evening. The images went viral globally, leaving millions asking the exact same question. Why does a man with $1 billion choose to shop for his own groceries among regular people? The secret to Messi's modern humility can be traced directly back to his roots in Rosario, Argentina. He did not grow up surrounded by luxury or privilege. His father was a simple steel factory worker, and his mother cleaned houses to help support the family. Life was a constant financial struggle, and the family had to budget carefully just to put food on the table. Growing up in a working-class neighborhood taught young Messi the true value of money, sacrifice, and community from a very early age. He learned that money is hard to earn, and that lesson remained permanently stamped on his character, no matter how large his bank account grew later in life. When Messi was just 10 years old, his entire future was threatened by a severe medical crisis. He was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, a condition that required expensive nightly medical injections, just to help him grow normally. The treatment cost hundreds of dollars every single month, an amount of money his family simply did not have. For a long time, it looked like his football dreams were completely dead before they even started. Experiencing that level of vulnerability and financial helplessness at such a young age changes a person forever. It created a deep sense of gratitude inside him, ensuring that he would never take security or wealth for granted. When local clubs in Argentina refused to pay for his medical treatments, FC Barcelona stepped in with a historic offer. They recognized his unbelievable talent and agreed to fund his entire medical care if he moved to Spain to join their academy. Messi packed his bags and left his home country as a young boy. At La Masia, Barcelona's famous youth academy, the culture was built entirely on discipline, respect, and hard work. Flashy behavior was strictly discouraged, and young players were taught to keep their heads down. This environment reinforced Messi's natural tendency to stay quiet, focus completely on his craft, and ignore the outside noise of fame. Aside from his upbringing, we must realize that Messi is a natural-born introvert. In a modern entertainment world that is incredibly loud, hyper-connected, and obsessed with constant self-promotion, Messi prefers total silence. He does not crave the spotlight. He does not enjoy large public speeches, and he rarely gives deep personal interviews. He has often stated that he feels most comfortable when he is completely invisible to the public eye. For him, football is a job that he loves passionately, but fame is simply an uncomfortable side effect that he tries his best to manage quietly. A major reason why superstar athletes lose their way is the sudden change in their social circles once they become wealthy. But Messi's inner circle has remained exactly the same for decades. Most importantly, he is married to Antonella Rocuzzo, a woman he has known since he was just 5 years old in Rosario. They fell in love long before he became a global icon, long before the multi-million-dollar contracts, and long before the world knew his name. Having a partner who loves you for exactly who you are, rather than your massive wealth, provides an incredible psychological anchor that keeps Messi completely grounded. Today, Messi is a devoted father to his 3 young sons. He has explicitly stated in multiple interviews that his primary goal in life is to raise his children to be humble, polite, and respectful citizens. He deeply understands that growing up with a billionaire father can easily spoil children and give them a false sense of reality. By choosing to live a relatively normal, quiet life, shopping at regular stores, and avoiding extreme public displays of wealth, Messi is actively teaching his sons that true value comes from character and family, not from expensive price tags. When other elite athletes get a free weekend, they often charter mega yachts to party in Ibiza or rent out entire VIP nightclubs in Las Vegas. Messi's idea of a perfect weekend is completely different. His absolute favorite activity is hosting a traditional Argentine asado, a simple backyard barbecue, at his home. He cooks meat on an open grill, plays music from his hometown, and spends hours laughing with his childhood friends and family members. He doesn't need external entertainment or expensive luxury events to feel fulfilled. His happiness comes from basic, time-tested human connections. If you look closely at Messi's public appearances outside of football kits, you will notice a striking absence of typical billionaire behavior. You rarely see him covered in massive diamond jewelry. He doesn't collect ostentatious, gold-plated supercars just to show them off on social media, and he completely avoids loud, attention-grabbing fashion trends. While he certainly appreciates high-quality items, his choices are always driven by comfort, utility, and understated elegance. He doesn't feel any psychological need to use his clothing or possessions to prove his status to the world. Make no mistake, Lionel Messi does enjoy the fruits of his hard work. He owns a beautiful, highly secure home for his family in Miami, and he uses a private jet to travel safely and comfortably across the world. However, there is a massive difference between spending money on family comfort and spending money just to grab public attention. Messi views his immense wealth as a tool to protect his family, secure his children's futures, and provide ultimate peace of mind. He invests heavily in real estate and sustainable businesses, rather than throwing cash away on temporary flashy trends. This exact humility is the primary reason why Messi is uniquely loved by millions of people across every single continent. Fans don't just admire his unbelievable skills on the pitch. They deeply respect the quiet dignity he maintains off the pitch. In a world where rich people often seem out of touch, arrogant, and completely separated from regular human reality, Messi feels relatable. He proves to the world that you can reach the absolute pinnacle of global success, earn unmatched wealth, and still remain a decent, kind, and ordinary human being at your core. Unlike many ultra-wealthy sports icons who constantly find themselves trapped in expensive lawsuits, dramatic divorces, or chaotic financial scandals, Messi's name stays remarkably clean. He avoids risky corporate gambles and stays far away from the toxic luxury investments that destroy celebrity fortunes. By keeping his lifestyle focused entirely on his sport and his family, he saves millions of dollars that others lose to bad publicity and legal fees. His financial stability is a direct result of his quiet emotional stability. For Lionel Messi, money was never the primary motivation to play football.